What's up, sacred beings? So welcome back to yet another video. In today's video, I will be sharing a how to make chia seed pudding. This has been my absolute fave and go-to for the past few months, so I thought I'd share my recipe. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. So what you see me doing here is taking about a cup of blueberries and strawberries and blending them into a kind of like jelly-like consistency. Don't blend them all the way through, just enough where it's broken down really good. The next thing we're going to do is go on with our chia seeds, of course, because this is the key ingredient in chia seed pudding. I bought a big bag from Costco's, hence why I've been making a lot of chia seeds puddings, because I wanted to use the chia seeds. And yeah, I don't know why I haven't been doing this, because it really is delicious, nutritious, and divine. So the measurements call for every 2 tablespoons of chia seeds, you're going to do a half a cup of milk. I am using a half tablespoon here, so that's why you see me doing so many scoops. And I'm actually going to make 3 servings, so I am doing 6 tablespoons, which is going to equate to a cup and a half of plant-based milk. Now, once you have your chia seeds in there, you're going to go ahead and follow up with a sweetener. Now, me personally, I like honey. I like the sweetener because it just balances out the chia seed and kind of like that gel-like consistency the pudding is going to make. You can use agave, maple syrup, brown sugar, whatever sweetener you like. And I like to use about 2 tablespoons, okay? Don't judge me, that's my business. But you can use whatever you like to sweeten this up, and you can adjust the sweetness to less sweetener or even more sweetener to your preference. Now we're gonna go in with those blended berries that I used earlier, and we're gonna go ahead and add that right on top of the honey. Not only does this add a beautiful color to the chia seed pudding, texture, it also adds another level of antioxidants. The chia seeds are rich in antioxidants, as are berries, and antioxidants are great to fight against free radicals in the body that can cause damage to our cells, our protein, and our DNA. So I like to add that element. Then we're going to go in with our organic almond milk, vanilla, unsweetened. You can use any plant-based milk you like, oat, cashew, hemp seed milk, whatever you have available. And again, we're going to use a cup and a half. Now, as I'm pouring this, I'm already thinking, why did you not use a measuring cup? Because I know I'm going to make a mess, y'all. It never fails. I'm clumsy, so it's going to happen. But we're going to pour that cup and a half of milk, like I said, make a mess, into that chia seed blend that we're making. And I'm going to take a second real quick because I can't do this video and have a dirty counter, so I'm going to clean it up. So we come back. I like to use a fork because it really helps you get into those chia seeds, break down the chia seeds, get everything that might be stuck to the sides, do the honey that's in there. So you really want to just flake and fork. That's a thing, but you know, kind of flake and fork. You really want to get through those chia seeds and like really break them down so that each chia seed is evenly distributed throughout that almond milk with the berries, the honey, and nothing is sticking. None of the chia seeds are sticking in clumps. So take your time. You can also use a spoon or a knife. I just find that a fork is the best thing to use when it comes to, again, wanting to really break down those chia seeds and make sure they're distributed beautifully through your almond milk. So once you stir that for about a minute or 2, you're going to let it settle for a minute or 2. Now, in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and straighten up. But while I do that, I want to share with you some benefits. So like I said, chia seeds are great in antioxidants. They are also high in calcium and protein. So for every 2 tablespoons of chia seeds, you are getting about 4 grams of protein, which is really good when you're thinking about maybe adding it in other ways. And I'm going to show you how you can make sure you get more protein if you're looking for a high protein meal. Now, they're also high in fiber. We're talking 11 grams of fiber for every 2 tablespoons of chia seeds. So if you are someone who doesn't get a lot of fiber in your diet, start small, maybe eat like a tablespoon of this and see how it impacts your gut before going in and eating more. Now, next thing you see me doing here is going back to stir those chia seeds up, because again, you want to make sure that it's evenly distributed throughout the almond milk. So if you're using a see-through container like you see me doing here, you're going to be able to tell whether or not those chia seeds have been blended well and have separated in the milk. So once you just do that, give it a good stir for about another minute or 2, and everything should distribute nicely into the milk so that everything is even and you get a taste of everything in every bite. Now, the last thing I like to do is add cinnamon, just for, like I said, another layer of flavor. So these are things that I added to a base recipe that I thought would just take the chia seed pudding to a next level, and it did. You go ahead, you're going to stir that not the chia seed, you're going to stir the cinnamon into the pudding. So you want to take your fork, push it on top, push it down, take it up top, push it down, so that the cinnamon really gets into the rest of the mixture and it's not just sitting on the top of your chia seed pudding. So that's what you see me doing here. And then basically what we're going to do once we're done getting those cinnamon into the chia seed pudding is we're going to pop a lid on this bad boy and we're going to let it sit in the fridge for about 8 hours. Now, the minimum I've ever allowed this to sit in the fridge has been 8 hours. I made this midday, so it actually set for 16 hours until the next day. But if you put it in for 8, you're fine. Some people even do it for 4, and that's fine as well. And y'all seen that beautiful, chia seed color, chia seed pudding that it made. That's why I love adding berries. So this is the next day. Look at that. Beautiful. So, and I'm going to show now, I like to just give it another stir the next day. Just blend everything well. I don't know why. It's just more of an intuitive thing that I like to do. Just give it another last blend. And then look at that consistency. So you want it to look like thick pudding or like gel. If it's a little bit moister than you expected, that's okay as well. Just realize maybe I use an extra tablespoon of milk or whatever, but I've done that before and it still tasted fine. Now I'm going to show you 2 ways that I like to use my chia seed pudding, and then I'll also incorporate a third. So what I like to make actually is a parfait. It's one of my favorite ways to get in chia seed pudding, and like I said, also getting some added protein if you're looking for more of a high protein dish. So here I take about 3 tablespoons of Kite Hill almond milk vanilla yogurt. We're gonna go on with that. Now the next thing I do is add the chia seeds. Now this is Bay's, so he doesn't really like the texture, so I'm gonna add about 2 tablespoons to his. If this was mine, I would probably add about 4. But remember, know your gut, start small and build up. So if you're doing this and you're not used to high fiber intake, do a teaspoon, do a tablespoon max, see how it impacts you for a day or 2, and then kind of gradually increase from there. We're gonna take the berries, the same way I blended the berries for the chia seed pudding is the same way I'm blending them for my parfait. We put that on top of the chia seed pudding. Then we're gonna add some granola, pumpkin, flax, honey, oats right on top of those strawberries blended. And then we're gonna basically go back in and do the same exact layering. So we're gonna go in with the yogurt, the chia seeds, and then the blended berries. Now, why I do this, I want to tell you another way that I like to use chia seed pudding, which is in a smoothie. I absolutely love adding it to a smoothie because 1, the chia seeds are expanded. They're gel-like, and the consistency that they break down to when blended are perfect for a smoothie. So you know how when you use chia seeds, if you've never used them and they're dry and you add them to a smoothie, you still get clunks of like chia seeds, like you can taste them in your smoothie. When it's pudding-like, it blends beautifully where you don't even notice that it's in the smoothie, and it tastes really good. So another way to use chia seed pudding outside of making a parfait is add it to one of your favorite fruit smoothies to get all of the added nutrients and benefits that chia seed pudding provides. Now we're going to add the rest of these berries here, and we're going to go in with some more granola. Like I said, now we're getting protein from the granola. We're getting more antioxidants from the berries. There's some protein and fat inside of the yogurt as well. So if you're looking again for a high protein meal, this is a great way to get protein. So I would say this dish here alone is probably about, I'm going to say it's probably about 15 grams of protein. And then we're going in, of course, added protein with our pumpkin seeds. And sometimes I like to top this off with cinnamon, but I didn't. And just look at that beauty. Okay, chia seed parfait. Chia seed yogurt parfait. I don't really have a name for it. This is just what it is. So that is one way that I like to utilize the chia seed pudding. Now let's go into the next way that I like to use this in a way you can. Simply just eating the pudding as it is. So like I said, I really enjoy it. It tastes good. When I eat it, it feels good. And my digestive tract thoroughly enjoys chia seed pudding since I've been eating it. So I go in with about 5 to 6 tablespoons of chia seed pudding. Again, I've been eating a more plant-based diet because I do still eat fish and things like that on occasions, but I do eat more of a plant-based diet. So my ability to take fiber is a lot higher. Now you see it's only half a container left, right? So this is why I make a big batch of this, because I go through it really quick. So we get our chia seed in there, about 6 tablespoons. We add our blended berries. Again, extra antioxidants. We're also gonna go in with some hemp seeds, adds a nice crunch, some good fat, some good protein, as well as other benefits that hemp seeds provide to the body. And then we're gonna go ahead and go in with some cinnamon, top it off. Just another layer of like just a dash of sweetness, because there's already cinnamon in the chia seed pudding, but I like cinnamon, I like the taste. And then we're gonna go ahead and stir that all together, blend that well. And yeah, this is another way to get it in, just simple chia seed pudding with some toppings. And then just to give y'all a little taste test, because you know, delicious, y'all. I lie to you not. Give this a try. Let me know if you like it in the comments below, if you give it a try. If you have questions, let me know as well. Yeah, I'm gonna thoroughly sit back and enjoy this chia seed pudding. I hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, sacred beings, y'all know I'm out. Peace.